Back here on GMA, a special edition. We are following all the breaking news on Tropical Storm now Irma as it moves north this morning.
And we want to talk now to Kelly Rockowitz. She's from Los Angeles, but she was in the Turks and Caicos with her mother and brother when the Irma hit. It was a Category 5 storm. Then they are still stuck in the Turks and Caicos now. Kelly, can you hear me? How are you doing?
Yeah, we are doing all right. We're a lot luckier than the majority of this island, so that's good, but it's been surreal to see what our trip was a week ago compared to what it is right now. It's like a whole other,
it's
like an alternate reality.
Certainly not what you signed up for. But you rode out the whole Category 5 storm. Did you have a choice? Could you have gotten out of there?
So we found out how bad this storm was going to be probably the day after we arrived here, and not only did a bunch of us at the resort inundate the airlines and the U.S. Embassy and everything, trying to get two extra planes to get us all out of here. We had people in the States and Canada as well calling all the airlines and embassy and anything they could to get us out, but we couldn't. So there was just a moment where we realized that now we start planning and now we start just preparing for the storm because there's nothing we could do at that point. So, but we got very lucky. Like our resort specifically got very lucky, but this island is a mess. We've been donating a lot of our clothes and toiletries to the rest of the island because it didn't stand a chance.
And Kelly, what was the most frightening moment for you and your family during the storm?
The air pressure and the noise that was coming from outside I feel like I just can't believe that happened. Like every tree here is demolished. There's just a noise from outside. It was unreal to hear the destruction that was happening when we're in this tiny little box and anything could happen, and it's out of our control at that point. So,
Kelly, help people understand, we've been so focused on Florida, rightfully, over the last 24 hours, but the Caribbean, the entire Caribbean hit so hard. I assume you've been able to get out a little bit, get around. Just describe the scale of the destruction in the Turks and Caicos.
So a bunch of the staff from this resort has been venturing out into the rest of the island because 70% of our staff is full, and their houses have literally been picked up and put into the ocean. So a lot of them, they just have sinks and everything is leveled. So we've been giving them our food rations and giving them gave them a bunch of clothing. So I haven't ventured out yet because they say it's not quite safe for guests yet. They don't know the damage, but this hotel's been working to try. And one of the shelters was a church, and the whole front side of the church was just taken off, and people were inside. Like that was.
Any sense of when you're gonna be home?
We booked flights on about 3 or 4 different airlines, just hoping one would stick. So right now, at this moment, we don't know when we're going to get out. 90 Canadians tried to get out yesterday via a humanitarian plane, or a plane holding provisions and medical personnel, but they wouldn't let the Canadians on to travel back because there wasn't proper security to fly over the U.S.
Well, hopefully you'll be able to get home soon, and we're glad that you're doing well and that you're doing what you can to help those that have been most affected.
Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, Irma has left.